is nothing more than the sum of all our regrets, a conscience of the unconfessed, a trail of shame, a stain of guilt, the clattering of chains, ignored, suppressed, denied, confined, to meaningless affection, imitating passion, unity lacking essence, the body disconnected, program projection, relativity denies presence, assimilation preselected, in calculated cloaks sexual misery unfolds, and mockery it grows, as pity it shows. What a feast for the mother as we feed it to the crows. Mother devours the pretentiveness that knows. Hail to the keepers of the ghosts, the friends of spirits, the collectors of bones. As certainty erodes, all that is gold is returned to smoke, and the subtle becomes gross. Our ancient mold of captured souls, author of these horror shows, bring forth destruction, may depth unveil the secret tale of the inner well, drowned in starvation, used for compensation, a thief of all self-image maintenance. In the cradle of terror is found the nameless, in the ecstatic madness we are all the shapeless. One way or another it's gonna jump out the chest, entrapped in our heads, carving experts of linguistic maps, with every step another step into another trap, with every recognition more enmeshed in colonial conquest. A strategy for safety, herd instinct, machine-bred sterilization, mental masturbation, distanced from feeling, the search for meaning, emotional castration. And the question of why the heart takes a beating, and doubt and hesitation, the denial of its experience. Bleeding pain bodies painted black in delirium, there's freedom from shame when you dwell beyond appearance. There's freedom to play in the beauty of darkness, haunting our shelves, eating all our shit, rising out the grave. Some call it crazy, some call it bravery. I simply refuse to make peace with slavery. Everyone's bleeding, pretending to be okay, hypnotic sedation running from the power in our pain, slaving away the day. You call it adolescence, I say it's burying your soul in a grave. What is the last time you danced and sang in the rain? One day, my love, it will all go up in flame, and I yearn for this day, oh I yearn so deeply, where our memory returns and our rage frees its meaning. Millennia of spilled blood, raped women and hybrid children. Amnesia makes docile and it slowly kills you. The day we come to realize we can't eat paper, we can't eat money, is the day all our hearts will taste the sun again. The magic of dreaming is robbed of its visions when experience isn't invoked but revisited. Your lips say one thing, your body screams another, scattered fragment trapped and seeking the others, hooked on the sentiment of false affirmation, bound to the prison of never-ending translation. Ongoing false self-justification. I feel the frog and the wires in your throat, choking your every note. Effortless, the body knows, the dance immovable, she flows. It takes swallowing many thorns to get close to kissing a rose. Have you ever swallowed a thorn? How can we aim for peace when we come swinging the sword? Peace is everywhere. Where wilderness rules, violence and passion, the intensity of a love. She has no conscience, morals, or gods. O Mother, forgive not those who reject your calls. Let them burn and drown in the flames. You will remember who we are when you've forgotten all your names, as you forsake forever the illusion of the same. Suicidity, the mass grave. You call it work, I call it selling your ass. You call it a culture, you call it civilized. You say we have to adapt to the conditions of our times. But all I hear is machine men with machine minds, feeding breeding grounds of cloning labs in disguise, altars of sacrifice, shrines of shame, shallow as the swamp from which the imposter culture came. Jealousy, what binds the masses to bond through hate. Don't you feel the resistance to their chaotic rhythms of her ties? Don't you realize she is the truth, the antithesis to all our lies? The exposer and devourer of her petty little lives. Endless depths rests in the ocean in which she swims. I wonder when the great flood finally comes again, will you be panicking or dancing with the winds? I can already see the days where all these cages have melted, with our feet upon the moss, home in the oasis, bathing in remains of ancient forests, forgotten as miserable struggle for survival. May we leave as we come, naked, pure, and unentitled, as wonder in all, as vital force. No matter where you scatter, you always return to the core. A hymn to the hearts that haven't yet given up, what keeps us alive, what flows through our blood. Ancestral streams of spinning wheels weaving this miraculous dream. Imagination, the only real magic of nature, roaming wild and free. With no need to pretend a self amongst humanity. What does that even mean, other than the trauma bond of domesticated animal? Fuck all this pseudo-moral vanity. She'll always appear, like the thread of a silent thief, until you acknowledge that none of this earth is for you to keep. She is your keeper, the monster that triggers all your fears, because what you fear is yourself, ungraspable yet so tangibly here. She speaks in goosebumps and riddles, our greatest terror, her hysterical giggle, as she reclaims her bones to the eternal kitchen. The joke is on us, the mushrooms are listening. One day they'll eat our corpse, laughing at our delusions of misery, with no remorse. What is purpose but to feel driven without a cause? We mock the passion and the obsession, for they remind us what we run from in suppression. Divine intoxication, the antidote to maintenance, sublime obliteration, at need contra omnis, unveiling. What we fear is ourself, naked and feeling, open and vulnerable to an endless stream of ultimate meaning. What you fear eventually will set you free. Roam wild, my child, we are meant to be cells in the body of infinity. When stars remember each other, the heart is revealed. Crystalline fountain, diamond's blacksmithery. The dance of light kissed by the breeze. Tears of love filled with salt from the sea. As the sunlight hits your eyes, can you feel her blood stream? Let's meet where we are alive, in the pulse, beyond image and sight. I'll be waiting by the fire, dancing in the garden by the ancient tree. You'll find they're all here, the long forgotten and deceased. The other side whispers through the roots into the light. The other? No, the source of all our mind. A journey seen through the dragon's eye, the restless storms of the endless skies, where only the horrors of beauty reside. I know you can fly, I know you can fly, but flight becomes blind when you only fly to the light. I wish you would scream, I wish you could cry, because when the tears flood the earth, will be remembered of our why.